Lazy genius, the guy who's legit the embodiment of work smarter, not harder. To embody the mindset of Oreki Houtaro from Hyouka, let's dive into unique qualities and practical steps that can help you develop a similar approach to problem solving, observation, and energy efficiency. Today in today's video, we will go through key areas like critical thinking, logical deduction, and controlled use of energy, which makes Oreki's approachable, efficient, and insightful. So let's begin with Cultivate Intelligence and Curiosity. Oreki is highly intelligent, but his intelligence doesn't rely on his overwhelming thirst for knowledge. Rather, it is about understanding his environment efficiently. Cultivating a similar mindset begins with fostering a love for learning and curiosity, but in a focused way. Read widely, but with purpose. Choose topics that sharpen your thinking, such as logic, philosophy, and science. Engage in discussions that encourage you to question and analyze information. Curiosity, when paired with discipline, will naturally enhance your intelligence in a way that's practical and relevant to real-world situations. Learning to look for connections between concepts and understanding underlying principles can make even basic information valuable, which is the whole key of the series. So for that, guys, I've handpicked books and put them in a folder for just this video, and you can click on it and just read, and pretty much it's pretty how much I said. It's a wide of topics and it's gonna help you become smart like Oreki. Next, we're gonna talk about developing keen observation skills. Oreki's perceptiveness lies in his attention to detail. Being observant doesn't always mean being on high alert. Rather, it means paying close attention to the surroundings when necessary. To practice this, start small, by noticing patterns and subtleties in your daily life. And then practice slowing down as observing information with intent. Look at people's body language. Pay attention to changes in familiar environments, or try to pick up on subtle shifts in the conversation. Training your observation skills will make it more easier to notice hidden details that can reveal much more about a situation. Hone critical thinking. Orek's detective ability stems from his critical thinking skills. He doesn't jump to conclusions, but rather examines all possible explanations before arriving at one. Developing critical thinking requires practicing and analyzing situations from multiple angles and using logic to narrow down options. So you can work on this skill by questioning initial impressions, challenging assumptions, and practicing logic games or puzzles. For example, whenever you encounter a problem, make a habit of asking yourself what is the underlying cause? Are there alternative explanations? Deduction is an art of elimination. By refining your critical thinking, you'll become adept at solving complex problems more efficiently. Also, my video, how to become like Ron Komahoshi, I have a whole section on this, and I have riddles and scenarios that you have to solve in the video. So I'll put that video in the link in the description below and check that one out after this. Approach problem solving like a detective. Oreki's talent for solving mysteries hinges on a step-by-step approach. When approaching any problem, start with a clear understanding of what needs to be solved. Misinterpreting the problem wastes time and energy. Break down the problems into components and look for connections or patterns among them. Visual tools like flowcharts or mind maps can help you understand how each part of the problem flies into a bigger picture. Don't jump to conclusions. Instead, narrow down your options by identifying which ones are supported by facts and logic, eliminating those that are not. Another helpful technique is to look for analogies that relate to the problem. Analogies make complex ideas easier to grasp and help you approach a problem from new angles. Practice energy conservation. One of Oreki's defining traits is his approach to conserving energy, often saying, if I don't have to do something, I won't, and if I have to, I'll do it quickly. Although this may seem lazy, it's actually efficient use of resources. To emulate this, start by focusing on tasks that genuinely matter. For every task, ask yourself, is this truly necessary, and is there a simple way to achieve the same result? This practice can prevent you from wasting energy on trivial matters. And for essential tasks, streamline your approach by identifying the quickest path to completion. Avoid overcomplicating your work and find shortcuts that don't sacrifice quality. This mindset helps you conserve mental and physical energy, allowing you to be sharp and present when it truly counts. Embrace independence. Oreki often relies on himself and doesn't look to others for validation. Cultivating a sense of independence and self-reliance will help you build confidence and trust in your own problem-solving abilities. Practice making decisions and sticking to them without second-guessing or seeking reassurance. When you rely on yourself, you develop a stronger sense of responsibility and ownership over your actions. Start with small decisions and gradually build up to more significant ones, which will reinforce your independence. Strengthen creativity and intuition. Oreki's deductions are purely logical. He often relies on creative and intuitive insights. Creativity allows you to think beyond the obvious, and intuition helps you make quick yet accurate judgments. To develop creativity, try brainstorming solutions without censoring yourself. Allow yourself to think of ideas that may initially seem impractical or unrelated. This free thinking approach can uncover solutions you may have not considered otherwise. Intuition, on the other hand, comes from experience. As you practice problem solving, you'll start trusting your instincts. When faced with a problem, you'll listen to your first impression and see how they align with the facts. Give your mind breaks and return to the problem later. Often insights emerge when your mind has time to process the information subconsciously. Use systematic approach. While creativity and intuition are crucial, a systematic approach ensures thoroughness. Familiarize yourself with various problem-solving methods and knowing when to apply each one. So first, trial and error. Useful when you're exploring possibilities without much information. Divide and conquer. Break the problem into small parts and solve one each individually. Root cause analysis. Identify the root problem to prevent reoccurrence. Choose an approach based on the specific characteristics of the problem. If the issue is complex, take time to define it fully and assess available resources before committing to a solution. Sometimes you can use both. You can use trial and error and break it down into pieces, solving it one by one. Have a range of methods at your disposal will make it easier to approach different types of problems with confidence. Practice regularly and be persistent. Deduction and problem solving are skills that are improved with practice. The more you work on them, the sharper and faster your mind becomes. Set aside time each day or week for problem solving exercises, whether through logic puzzles, strategy games, or real-world challenges. Regularly assess your progress and identify areas for improvement. Take note of patterns and lessons from each exercise, as it will help you refine your methods over time. And then developing persistence is equally important. Problem solving often requires patience and resilience, especially when you don't immediately find a solution. To strengthen this skill, take on progressively challenging problems that push you beyond your comfort zone. Collaborating with others can also help you expose yourself to different perspectives and methods. And then lastly, stay calm and composed. Oreki rarely loses his composure, even when faced with challenging situations. To embody this trait, practice managing your emotions and maintain a focus under pressure. A good approach to this is pausing before reacting. Take a deep breath, evaluate the situation, and then decide how to respond. This allows you to approach problems with a clear mind, free from emotional bias. Practicing mindfulness or meditation can also help you stay centered, making it easier to stay calm in high-stress situations. Then a bonus one would be cultivate minimalism and simplify your environment. Oreki's minimalist nature reflects in his lifestyle and approach to tasks. To simplify your surroundings, start by decluttering and organizing your workspace or living area. A minimalist environment reduces distractions and can help you focus better. Adopt the same mindset with your thoughts when approaching a problem. Focus on the essential elements and avoid getting caught up in the minor details. Simplification often makes the solution clearer and easier to achieve. Try to minimize unnecessary commitments and focus the priorities to free up mental energy for what matters most. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and peace on the street.